watching B-Eazy Dat Dude. B-Eazy Dat Dude, yeah, they know the name. Stacking up the paper, but having money ain't a thing. Standing on business, burning hotter than a flame. From the block to the boardroom, you gotta stand the rain. B-Eazy Dat Dude, yeah, they know the name. Stacking up the paper, but having money ain't a thing. Standing on business, burning hotter than a flame. From the block to the boardroom, you gotta stand the rain. Big block engine with 26 inches on the chrome I ride. Started at the bottom, soared to the top and still on the ride. Air handshake solid, seal the deal airtight. He gave you the blueprint to grind and get your hustle right. Money in the vision, it was dirty but he washed it clean. Turned a dollar to a dream, now he living like a king. From the late nights grinding to the early bird moves. Ask around the city, he really that dude. He love how we talk it cause he walk it too. Every step calculated, everything come through. From the hood by the views, yeah, the rooftop views. He the bridge between the struggle and the good life views. Never fold under pressure, shine like a diamond in the sun. Every loss was a lesson, every win is hard won. Now the crowd chant his name when he steps in the room. B-Eazy Dat Dude, yeah, you know he's the truth. B-Eazy Dat Dude, yeah, they know the name. Stacking up the paper, but having money ain't a thing. Standing on business, burning hotter than a flame. From the block to the boardroom, you gotta stand the rain. B-Eazy Dat Dude, yeah, they know the name. Stacking up the paper, but having money ain't a thing. Standing on business, burning hotter than a flame. From the block to the boardroom, you gotta stand the rain.
Listen up, it's B-Eazy Dat Dude, the great, he ain't fake, he one of the real guys. Spitting fire every stream, you been late to the party, now it's time to realize. From Pittsburgh to around the world, yeah, the flow is elite. Every beat that he slide on turns into straight heat. Came up from the grind, selling box on a laptop, running up a bag, feel like he hit the jackpot. Got the luxury visions, ambition vivid, never bluff. Person's progress, persevere when the going gets tough. B-Eazy Dat Dude, got stripes in the game. Every rhyme, every line, they gon' remember the name. From the streets to the stage, the energy don't fade. Legend in the making, yeah, history's what he's laid. Mic in his hand, heart in the flow and soul on every beat. Dropping knowledge, power, bravado, his legacy complete. Hustle amplified, lyrics electrified, that's the truth. B-Eazy Dat Dude, established with certified proof. Feel the bass, feel the vibe, let it ride through the crowd. All the words, every hook, man, he keeps making us proud. King of his lane, rising above every feud. All hail the one and only, one and only, one and only. B-Eazy Dat Dude. Yeah. Yeah.
Turn your radios up. Turn your radios up. Y'all know what this is. Y'all know who this is. B-Eazy Dat Dude, an impromptu Super Bowl stream, back with another one. Look, I'm not going to be here for a long time, but it will be a strong time. So before we get this thing started, you know, I gotta hit you.
If you know the song, sing along. Yeah, you're right.
私も地元民。と言っても実は世代です。もう友達できたの？うん。グッドファンのこっちに。
Look, this promethazine got me leaning like a cholo in the club. I'm 20 deep. I don't be riding solo. Pull some bad bitches, they vanilla and cocoa. They wanna take some photos when we kick it out in Soho. Chicks are showing tits and popping pussy for my promo. Told them like juvenile, baby, move it for me slow mo. Then I'm right back to the block, cause I can get it about me that y'all didn't know. Some of y'all be getting bread, but I be getting bigger, dog. I got bigger guns and a whole lot of better.
And we are activated. Here we are today. It is Super Bowl Sunday. Now, I won't be here for a long time, but it will be a strong time. So let me know, and I'm going to go ahead and just drop the link in the chat if anybody wants to come up. Like I said, this will be a brief impromptu stream because I got a lot of stuff to do today, and I'm sure you guys do as well. But if you want to come up and give your predictions or something, just let me know. So the Seahawks and the Patriots, they're set to meet Super Bowl 60. Now, I don't really care about either of these teams. If I was to pick a team that I like, it would be the Raiders. But after they left Oakland, some of my support for the team has diminished. But if there was a team that I would root for, it would be the now Las Vegas Raiders, But I even have a trouble saying that because, I'm Oakland Raiders all day. But I still support the franchise tepidly. But, they kind of betrayed their fans and they stink. The Raiders are the worst team in the league. However, I'm not a bandwagon supporter, so that's the team that I would root for. When it comes to New England and Seattle, especially since Seattle has been a nemesis in the AFC. New England has been a nemesis in the AFC. It would be almost sacrilegious for any Raider fan or supporter to root for New England. And then Seattle, I just don't, give a flying flip about Seattle. But if I'm looking at this objectively, I do believe that the Seahawks have the better team. But simply having the better team doesn't mean that that's automatically going to get you the victory. So let's go to some of the things. The game will be on today. It's evenly stacked. New England has a record of 17-3, Seattle 16-3. So this will be taking place today, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm on the West Coast, so that'll be about 3:30 over here. The Seahawks are favored by 4.5 points against the spread. So, the series record, Seahawks lead 11-9. That's surprising. The last meeting, Seattle beat New England 23-20 in overtime, and that was last year, September 15th. No, this was actually almost 2 years ago, September 15th, 2024. Okay, so let's get into it. Drake May. So this is Drake May's second season, and he actually has put up some impressive numbers this year. He had I believe 31 touchdowns to only 8 interceptions. His QBR was the highest in the league, which I believe was 77 point something. But let's see what the ESPN breaks down. So it says Drake May in his second season. May has thrived working for the first time with offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels. May is the fourth quarterback since 2000 to win each of his first 3 career playoff starts, joining Tom Brady, Joe Burrow, and Jake Delhomme. Now, 2 of those people are Hall of Famers. Tom Brady and Joe Burrow will be Hall of Famers, but Jake Delhomme, that's an impressive feat because he's a Jag, just a guy. So shout out to Jake Delhomme. May is also the first quarterback in history to win 3 games against top 5 defenses. Now, this isn't nothing to sneeze at. He beat the Chargers, which was the number 5 defense, the Texans. That Texans defense was, man, they were flying around laying hat. CJ Stroud pretty much lost the game for the Texans. I believe that Texans team could have won the Super Bowl this year if it wasn't for irresponsible and at sometimes incompetent quarterback play from CJ Stroud. That Texans defense is legit. And then he also beat the Broncos defense, who was number 2. So Drake May has had some impressive feats. Now, when he beat the Broncos, his numbers were abysmal, but it's all about the win. Doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Now, for the Seahawks, their players to watch, Kenneth Walker III, the running back. This guy is a beast out there. He's a 4th-year running back. He's been on a roll since Zach Charbonnet was injured. And in the playoffs, he's averaged 4.7 yards a carry and has 256 yards of total offense with 4 touchdowns rushing. So Walker will have to work for his yards against New England's run defense. They've been extremely stout. I think their defense has carried them even more so than the offense. Drake May has been eyed. He's been eyed in the playoffs. His regular season has been stellar. His playoffs has been eyed, but he's led his team to victory, and that's all that matters. So the key matchup to watch, quarterback Sam Darnold against the Patriots secondary. They do have a stingy secondary. Christian Gonzalez is a absolute stud out there. So, he'll be matched up against the Seattle's best receiver, who was an impressive rookie of the year. So Darnold had an oblique injury through the past 2 games. It was doubtful if he was going to play, and he gutted it out. So he showed some poise, moxie, and, a lot of fortitude, So shout out to Sam Darnold. He completed 25 of 36 passes for 346 yards with 3 touchdowns in the NFC title game. So today he will have his work cut out against the Patriots, the defense that allowed the 9th fewest passing yards per game in the regular season, as well as the 4th fewest points per game. So these are 2 solid defenses going up against each other. So let's see what the chat has to say. If there's anybody that would like to come up and give their predictions, let me know. Because like I said, I won't be here for a long time, but it will be a strong time. I just want to tap in with y'all on a Super Sunday and make sure, I linked up with the people. So Sportsbooks has Seattle as this clear favorite to win the Super Bowl. And most books list Seattle around a -230 on the money line and a -4.5 on the point spread. So this is for all the people that are betting. If anybody is betting, are you betting based on emotion? Are you betting based on logic? Or are you betting because someone told you to? All right. So Seattle was coming in very physical playoff form. They're coming in on a 9-game winning streak, and this includes playoff wins over the Niners, which they destroyed. They obliterated them 41-6. And the Rams. The Rams could have and possibly should have won that game. However, they were just the much more physical team, and they made the least amount of mistakes. So they beaten contenders. They're not just padding their record. So this builds confidence among the team that they can continuously excel and sharply execute when the game is on the line. Now, the offensive matchup is going to be something to look at. Now, you got the old guard versus the new guard. Sam Darnold has been a journeyman. He was a stud at USC. He came into the league. He was disappointing with the Jets. He went over and had a resurrection with the Vikings, where he was phenomenal. And then he had some, less than stellar seasons. And now he's with the Seahawks, and he's had a MVP level season. Now, clearly it wasn't better than Stafford, but Sam Darnold did have an MVP level season. Dude was balling. He did get injured, but outside of that, he's been pretty good. So he's been efficient and productive in the system. He's cut down his turnovers, and the play action has led them to thrive with this offense. You play action with Kenneth Walker III. It's going to be a monster. You know what I mean? So he's been able to bootleg in the pocket. There's been a balance of the run and pass, so defenses can't really just tee off and just blitz at will. And he has multiple weapons at receiver and tight end that are able to take advantage of different parts of the field. Now, this Patriot defense, they thrive on taking away, certain things, right? They commit to here, let's either take away the run or take away the pass. And the quarterback doesn't have to be the hero in this game. They just have to make the plays. So you may not see a 300-yard game with 4 touchdowns. You may only see, a 160-yard passing game I think this game could get ugly. It could get messy. If it gets messy, I would leave that in the Patriots' favor. But Seattle, they've been known to cut down on their mental mistakes and their turnovers. So this should be a highly contested match. When you're looking at the defensive strength, the front seven of Seattle, I don't think it's quite Legion of Boom level, but they got some guys out there flying around laying hats. And their defense has been good enough to make teams one dimensional. If a team is used to passing, if they shut down the pass, then they attempt to run, then they get behind, so they have to pass, which makes the offense more predictable, easier to pick off, easier to blitz and tee off on. So the Patriots aren't built as a high octane scoring machine. They typically fall behind in scoring, usually 10 to 14 points. If you fall behind 10 to 14 points with the Seattle team, you're done, cooked, charbroiled. You know what I mean? So it's going to come down to the coaching as well, right? Each staff has a long track record of, building the opponents. Patriots have a winning pedigree. However, Seattle did, under Pete Carroll's tutelage, they did do, a lot of winning. They should have won 2 Super Bowls instead of the one. Instead, he opted to pass it instead of give it to beast mode. So I think that Seattle is coming back with a chip on their shoulder. Even though this is supposed to be about 2026, Seattle is still salty over not giving the ball to beast mode. So I think they'll try to rectify that bonehead mistake and come out dominant this game. So the Seahawks are great and the Patriots are good. Or, you could flip it on to, and actually, I wouldn't even say the Seahawks are great. I say that the Seahawks are really good and the Patriots are good. However, there's margins in the errors between the really good because I believe the Seahawks are a more balanced team and the Patriots do have a balanced team, just not enough horses at Seattle. So the key matchups here is if Seattle jumps out early with their pass and their, run balance, then it might be a little bit too much for New England to overcome. They're used to coming back. I just don't think that they'll be able to come back on this team. Now, if New England keeps it close and is really tight going into the fourth quarter, I could see people leaning towards New England because they shouldn't probably be that close in the fourth quarter anyway. So if they are, I think that Drake May has enough resilience and they do have enough weapons on the team that New England could pull this out. I believe Seattle should be the favorite. I think Seattle will pull this out. However, this is not a foregone conclusion. So y'all let me know what y'all think. Who are y'all picking to win this? Will it be Seattle? Will it be New England? And of course, we got the lovely Jackie Gaines in building. So like I told you, I won't be here for a long time. I will be here for a strong time. I just want to come on here, tap in with y'all, discuss the Super Bowl and, see what y'all, what's y'all temperature? Are y'all having a party? What's going on? You know what I mean? And also look at this right here. The tickets, I don't know if y'all can see this. The tickets are as low as 3,500. So the lowest Super Bowl ticket is 3,500. And this is powered by Vivid Seats. It's out here in the Bay Area where I'm at. Not exactly where I'm at. I'm over here in the East Bay, Oakland area. And the game will be played at Levi Stadium. And that will be in Santa Clara. The weather is beautiful today, so I believe it's a perfect day to play the game. So who do you guys have? The Patriots or the Seahawks? Seahawks need to go and reclaim their title. I concur. They have the team, they have the horses. This is their year because I don't think that they're going to get there next year. I think the Niners will be better. I think that the Rams will have something to say about it. So this is the year for the Seahawks to reclaim their title. the Patriots have won so much in recent memory. No one, if they win, people won't care because they're like, well, it's the Patriots. You expect them to win. And if they lose, then they're saying, well, it's the Patriots. You know, y'all need to lose. So the Patriots are in the catbird seat. So win or lose is a victory for them because the fan base there, they love to, they love to represent for the team. So shout out to the New England Patriots fan base. Now, like I said, I won't be here for a long time, but I will be here for a strong time. So I'm going to just go through a couple more things regarding this game, and then I'll get ready to shut her down. So just give me uno momento. I'm going to pull this up right here. So it looks like the Seahawks, the predictors, according to the ESPN analysis, the Seattle Seahawks have a 59.4% chance of winning, and New England has a 40.6% chance of winning. Today is 65 degrees. It's a beautiful day in sunny Levi Stadium. So this is some great football weather. Just let me go ahead and pull this up so y'all can see some of the head-to-head, and then I'll get ready to shut her down. Give me uno momento. Okay. So here we go. Sam Darnold, head-to-head with Drake May. Sam Darnold, he had 25 touchdowns to 14 interceptions, 4,048 passing yards. Drake May had an even more impressive season. 4,394 yards, 31 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions. And he also led the league in QBR as a second-year quarterback. So that's pretty impressive for Drake May. He was supposed to play in the Pro Bowl, but since he's in the Super Bowl, they replaced him with Shedeur Sanders. So shout out to Shedeur and the Sanders family. Running back comparison, Kenny Walker III versus T. Henderson, and that's 1,027 rushing yards versus 911. That's fairly, close, but obviously the edge goes to Walker. Stephon Diggs, who was like a journeyman, he has been the leading receiver for the Patriots, and that's actually impressive. I know he was dealing with some domestic violence stuff. He's dealing with his kooky baby mama Cardi B. So for him to still put up 1,000 yards, and I believe he was injured a couple games, and he's in his 30s, which is a young man, but in the NFL, depending on your position, 30 years old could be a dinosaur, which is why some acronyms for NFL is not for long. But Jackson Smith, Igba, he has been an absolute monster this year, and he's only a rookie. Are you kidding me? 1,793 yards. Yikes. Also, the sacks. The sacks are fairly even. Landry had 8.5 sacks, but E. Jones, 126 tackles, and Spillane. Spillane was on the Raiders. I don't know why the Raiders let him go. Maybe because they didn't want to pay him. But he had 97 tackles. He was the leading tackler of the Patriots. So they're pretty much evenly matched when you look at the stars. You can choose, which side you want to give the edge to. But I think this should be a fairly even matchup. It shouldn't be a blowout. However, it could be a blowout. I don't think that it will be, but it could be a blowout. So what do y'all think? What are y'all predictions? Who do y'all believe will win this game? And let's see what the chat has to say. And it looks like we've been joined by an illustrious guest, Big Rig. Slaps, Big Rig. Are you watching the game? Who do you pick to win the game? Let me know something. And actually, so while y'all waiting, I'm gonna I dropped the link in the chat. I told y'all I won't be here for a long time, but it will be a strong time. I think I gave y'all at least some substantive content, a little bit to chew on. So I'm gonna just play a quick visual and see if anybody wants to come up. If not, I'm gonna shut her down. You know what I mean? I just want to see if y'all want to give y'all predictions, but if not, that's fine. And I may come back later after the game and chop it up with y'all. So I'll give y'all uno momento to hit the link, and if not, then we'll be out of here. But I do love and appreciate y'all. Y'all could be anywhere in the world. Y'all chose to be here with me, at least momentarily. And for that, I thank you.
That was nasty, bro, like a nasty. Oh, I got a nasty flow. My baddie, though, is a classy bro. I manage her and she escort. International exports. I got hardware, my tech support. Really about that business, cause I'm that dude, but you just adore. Used to be on that block, equipped with a Glock. I sold all kind of dope. 10 toes down on the pavement. I send that bitch like an envelope. Enclosed with a love letter. I love cheddar, so I grind hard. I be putting that work in, but I ain't punching no time card. When it comes to being a boss, nigga, I am the epitome. You keep hating, belly aching, but it takes more to get rid of me. I am full of energy, but I ain't feeling jittery. I'm just grinding, shining like a diamond, looking glittery. Literally, I just left the bank to deposit racks. Holla back, don't want no shoes and clothes because my closet's packed. I got hella different kicks just like Lionel Messi. Still be rocking Jordans, but I prefer Giuseppe. Peace.
Okay, so I was waiting. It looks like nobody wanted to come up, and I understand y'all probably getting ready for the big game. Some people, they probably had a wild night and, they're just getting out of bed. So I understand that. But like I said, I just want to come in, tap in with the fam, discuss the Super Bowl today, the big game, and, see what your predictions are. My prediction is that Seattle will win the game. However, I don't believe that it's a foregone conclusion. The Patriots do have a chance to pull out the victory. I just believe that Seattle has too much firepower offensively and defensively. And while the Patriots have similar firepower, I just don't believe that it will be enough to prevail. But they do have a chance. So I'm going to get ready to shut her down. I appreciate everyone that came through. If you would like to, it won't cost you a fee. The likes are free. And if you want to stay up to date with the latest and greatest content, hit the notification bell so you'll stay abreast whenever I go live. Many of my streams are impromptu until I get a set schedule. Then, it will be sporadic. So I'm going to play a few visuals and then we'll get up out of here. So in case you didn't hit the like yet, let me give you a friendly reminder.
Time for a like intermission. We kindly request that you show love to the channel's creator and platform by leaving a like, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest content. Liking posts is completely free and helps the algorithm boost our reach. We want to grow the community larger and larger. So thank you all who take the time to support us. It does mean the world to us and doesn't go unnoticed.
And I appreciate all the support. There are ways that you can support freely. The likes are free. They won't cost you a fee. Also sharing, commenting, even if you want to leave a trollish, bigoted comment, as long as it has some level of sophistication, we welcome the troll, the antics, the contrarian views. All of that is a certain level of support. But if you also want to support financially because you're feeling generous, well then.
You think it's about time you gave me my money? Want my money? I need cash. Please send that money. Please send that money. Please send that money. Want my money? I need cash. Want my money? I need cash. Want my money?
And shout out to the lovely Miss Jackie Gaines. She says, thanks everyone for joining us. Please come back again soon. Be easy. Myself appreciates all of you. And of course, I appreciate Jackie Gaines, the lovely Jackie Gaines, and all of the illustrious guests, and even the trolls. I appreciate y'all too. You know what I mean? Because the trolls, they make me sharper when I'm debunking and dismantling many of their moronic talking points. So salute to y'all. And of course, like I said, Big Rick Slaps in building. So, of course, I would be remiss now before I shut it down. You know, I gotta hit you.
Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey. B-Eazy Dat Dude, yeah. Shit so hot it's burning up. Just go ahead and turn this up. I bring the pain like an aftermath of a car wreck. It's a lot of niggas that say they real, but to me that shit is far-fetched. Most them cats is pussy. They really is on some feminine stuff. I ride up on them with the 40 ounces. It's a definition of adrenaline rush. What it do is sweet like cinnamon puffer. My niggas is rough like Willow Pass. Grew about on Mary Mac, but I used to hang on Willow Pass. These birds that I roll with, Outcast and Misfits. For the zip lips so you get hit when the fifth spit. Flat line of your Fitbit. Trap habits is black magic, no voodoo. Get the bands like Buku. For the cocaine they go cuckoo. Most these niggas is foo-foo, so I'm shitting on them like doo-doo. I can't fuck with y'all like tofu. I'm just saying, man, like Goku. Bad bitches at the house with me watching Netflix or Roku. Fuck them both at the same time, and I swear to God it was so cool. Street legend, real boss, I call shots cause I'm still saucy. I know some G's to the bike crack on Chirac and then fly back out the mill. When they hear me flow, they say I be burning up, burning up. Cookies to the drawer is what we burning up, burning up. What you ain't know, oh, we burning up, burning up. This shit so hot, it's burning up. Just go ahead and turn this up. When you hear me flow, say I be burning up, burning up. Cookies to the drawer is what we burning up, burning up. What you ain't know, oh, we burning up, burning up. This shit so hot, it's burning up. Just go ahead and turn this up.
B-Eazy Dat Dude. B-Eazy Dat Dude. Yeah, they know the name. Stacking up the paper, but having money ain't a thing. Standing on business, burning hotter than a flame. From the block to the boardroom, you gotta stand the rain. B-Eazy Dat Dude. Yeah, they know the name. Stacking up the paper, but having money ain't a thing. Standing on business, burning hotter than a flame. From the block to the boardroom, you gotta stand the rain. B-Eazy Dat Dude, yeah, they know the name. B-Eazy Dat Dude.